Inspire.fm.
Hello, this is Yana Marino with Conscious Creation on Inspire.fm. And today we're going to be talking more generally about conscious creations. I think the last few times we talked mainly about relationships. But today we're going to be talking specifically about blocks to creating. Many people, and myself included, sometimes experience when they're creating something, there is a block, or perhaps it's hard to visualize it, or perhaps it's taking a lot more longer to manifest in your life than previously hoped. So this is what I want to talk about. As some of you may know, I am a releasing facilitator. And releasing is about letting go of these blocks and really falling in sync and in alignment with what it is you want to create. Yeah? So think about right now, what is it that you really want to create in your life? Whatever it may be, could be anything. And just ask yourself inside and feel for the answer. Am I in alignment with what it is I want to create? More yes or more no? And just feel. And for those of you that had a more yes answer, great. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. Keep visualizing it every day. Keep staying in that space. Keep doing whatever it is you're doing to stay there. As you may know, creation is really about holding the space, right? And for those of you who say no, don't worry about it. Many times just being aware that we have a block is enough for it to start transmuting, okay? So, for example, I have this lady who was manifesting her dream man in her relationship. And we sat down and we did the alignment chart to see how in alignment and to see what blocks were coming up for her. And she wasn't very in alignment with it, right? It was something that was a little bit out of her reality, especially since she hadn't been in a relationship for about 6 years. And it didn't matter because as soon as she saw the alignment chart and she could see her blocks and she can see where she was tripping up, she became aware of it. And then I think less than a month later, a man came into her life and she was absolutely thrilled. So really the first step in all of this, if you do have a block to conscious creation or to manifesting something in your life, be okay with it and just look at it. Don't make it wrong, right? So what is a block? What are some telltale signs that you have a block in the first place? Well, one for me, when I first started this work about 6 years ago, was I would sit down to visualize something. Whether it would be money or a relationship or my dream career, whatever it was. Some things were very easy for me to visualize. Some things I could get it right off the bat and really sink into the emotions, and I could see it in my mind's eye and everything was great. And then with other ones, it was a bit more difficult to visualize. It was hard to see it. It was hard to feel it. It just wasn't working. So if this is happening, it just means that there's a block, right? So there's lack of clarity, or perhaps there's a program or belief in your mind that is kind of hindering you from really creating it. That's okay. Just ask yourself inside, what is going on? What is blocking me from seeing this? And if you get your answer right off the bat, great. And if not, pay attention, because the universe will start giving you signs and signals outside of you to let you know, right? So the quality of the questions you ask as well is very important. So why is it so difficult for me to visualize? Asking this kind of question. Or how come I can't feel the feelings of being rich? Or how come I can't feel the feelings of being in love in a relationship? Right? So asking yourself these questions, your mind automatically goes to work and you begin honing in on, sometimes subconsciously, your answers. So begin paying attention to that and then keep at it, right? So keep trying over and over again. Next block, and this is really before you enter a conscious creation, and this is what I would say in my experience, 95% of all trip ups in conscious creation is ask yourself, what space am I coming from when I enter this creation, right? So many times people want to create more money. And they're really creating from a space of lack instead of a space of abundance. So it's kind of like they want to create more money because they don't have enough of it, because they hate being broke, right? Well, while you can create from this space, what I have found is it takes a whole lot longer to get into alignment with what it is you want, right? Unless you're really aware of it and you can look at the block and really allow it to transmute, allow it to be there, right? We cannot reject any blocks that we have. The more we resist whatever comes up, the more it persists. So really to look at it and just say, if you have it, oh, I'm coming from a space of resistance when I'm creating. Oh, okay, that's there, and it's not bad. It is what it is. I'm just going to focus on it for a little while and really feel it. And in that light of awareness, in the light of consciousness, the block begins to transmute itself, literally. So this is a form of releasing, right? And if you're coming from a space of love, it would sound a bit more like, oh, I'm creating more money because I have such a good time with money and it's such a freeing feeling and I really enjoy it and I want to add more value. All of these things, right? It's a much different space than a space of scarcity, right? So ask yourself inside while you hold your picture of whatever it is that you're creating in your life. Ask yourself, am I coming from a space of abundance or a space of scarcity? And again, feel the answer. Many times our mind wants to come in and wants to say, oh, I'm definitely coming from here or here. But feel it in your solar plexus, because this is when you can feel the answer as well. It's when you have a really nice marriage between your mind and your heart, right? And for those who don't know if they're using more their mind or their heart, it's okay, right? Because, again, the universe never lies. The results you have in life never lie as well. So you may be convincing yourself in your mind that you're really in alignment with what it is you want, but if it's not showing up, consistently not showing up, it's just the universe saying, hey, there's just, there's inconsistency here. Yeah? So the next thing I want to talk about is, because this is something a lot of my clients really experience with their creations, is they become tired of waiting. So have you ever been creating something and you're like, when is it coming? I've been creating you for so long and you're still not here and I feel so in alignment with it, but it's still not manifesting, and there's that frustration. Okay, well, that's what it is. Right? A lot of times that is a need to control. So in essence, the universe always knows when the best time is to give you whatever it is that you want, right? So while sometimes we would just love to be picked up by the universe and put in the space of, having everything that it is that we're manifesting, the universe will never do that, because the universe will never rob you of the delicious journey to get there, right? So it's kind of like going to a buffet and you're really, really hungry. And sometimes it's almost as if we're asking the universe, okay, fill my stomach now. And the universe says, no, you've got to chew and you've got to taste and you've got to swallow and digest and really enjoy that process. Now, being in Malaysia, this is a food haven, so this is why I'm using that analogy, because people here love food. They eat like 5 meals a day, in my experience. Maybe not all Malaysians, but the people that I hang out with eat a lot of food. And so asking the universe to give it to you now is almost like asking the universe, just fill my stomach with something so that I don't feel this hunger, right? So the point is to feel the hunger and to taste and to enjoy the journey, yeah? And to release that need to control the outcome, right? So if you're really happy and you're really in the flow and you're really in alignment with whatever it is that you want, it will happen. It will unfold masterfully, and you'll be happy and thrilled the whole time. Yeah, and if there is a point where you're beginning to feel a bit weary, a bit exhausted, like, oh, I am so tired of waiting, that's actually a very good sign. First, it is kind of a bit of a block because there is that frustration, but look at the block. Accept it. Say, hi, I see you. Thank you for showing me what's coming up. Right? And you can stay here as long as you need to. And the more you look at it, the more it'll dissolve itself. Right? And the other part is when you're feeling that exhaustion and you're feeling that weariness and you're feeling that, oh, when is it going to come? I've been manifesting this for days, months, years. Why isn't it here yet? It means you're getting close. It means you're getting to the point of surrender, which is the third key to alignment in my Conscious Creation course. As you know, there's 3 keys to alignment. Okay? 1 is embodiment, which is be, do, have. You have to become that which it is you seek. You can't wait for it to come from outside of you. You must become it in beingness. 2 is acceptance. So you really have to accept where you are now and really embrace it and really say, wow, this is the best place I could be. I am standing in a place of complete possibility. I can create whatever I want from here. I have a completely empty canvas. How great is this? And then the third key to alignment, which is surrender. Right? So this is, I give up my need to control. And when we're feeling weary, it's when we've been trying to control the situation for a very, very long time. And we're beginning to feel tired because it's like holding like a trash can upside down underneath water, right? At first you can do it, but after a while your arms start getting really tired and you're going, oh no, I can't do this much longer. And then once you let go, the trash can bobs to the surface. We realize, oh, it's not that bad after all. And then our hands are free. Right? So all that exhaustion leaves. So another way to say surrender, I frequent a master here. His name is Master D.N. Vimal. He is an amazing enlightened being. And he gave this talk last week that really describes the essence of what surrender is. He said, I'm not anyone particular. I'm not anyone special. I'm just an ordinary guy, right? And when I thought life, and I'm paraphrasing, okay, so this isn't word for word what he said, but while many people think life beats them down, life is like rah, 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 beating you down, life isn't beating you down, actually. The universe is a very friendly, supportive place, right? And how he reached his enlightenment is he was humbled by life. Right? So when it seems that life is beating you down, it's not that life is actually beating you down. It's to humble you so that you kneel. And when you kneel, you can receive your crown. Right? So as all kings, when they're crowned, when they're receiving their crown, they have to kneel. Right? Life and conscious creation essentially is like that. You have to kneel down to receive your crown. And only when you're in really like perfect alignment with whatever it is you're creating can you receive your crown. That's why some things are so easy to create and other things there's a bit of that resistance. It takes a bit longer. We don't know what it is. And then finally one day we go, I give up. And we fall to our knees and then suddenly, poof, there's a crown on our head. Right? But again, don't look at life as beating you down. Look at life as handing you a stool to kneel on. Right? Life is very generous. Life is abundant and life is loving. But you have to kneel to receive your crown. And kneeling has a lot to do with giving up the need to control your outcome. Right? Control is an illusion, It's good for setting goals to put a time to it. Like, okay, this time next year, my business is going to be doing this well. We're going to have this kind of turnover, yada, yada, yada. That's fine for goal setting, but for conscious creation, it's really about surrender. And it's really about being in the now, being present, because we can't create from a space of scarcity, And we cannot create from a space of it's somewhere in the future. It is embodiment now. It is accepting and really embracing where we are now. And it is fully surrendering to that as well. And now we have a joke around my home. Whenever something undesired happens, my partner will say, oh, this happened at work and I was, really upset by it. And I say, honey, you have to kneel to get your crown. And he laughs at me, and it's a nice comic relief to any situation. And the same, if I come home and I'm like, oh, this happened today and I was stuck in a jam for over an hour. Oh, honey, you have to receive your crown. And it's like a humbling. It's like, oh yeah, I'm resisting what is, right? So what you resist persists. One of the main principles, one of the key principles in conscious creation. So resist nothing. So, okay, so what? Your business isn't doing so well. That's okay. Look at it. Accept the block. Accept where you are now, because until you do, you're going to only keep recreating it over and over again unintentionally. To really give up and fall on your knees and say, okay, I get it. And thank you for giving this to me. Thank you for showing me. Thank you for humbling me. I completely accept and embrace it. And I know that the only permanent thing in the universe is change. Yeah? So, homework. So, one of the biggest pieces of conscious creation, and this can actually be a bit difficult for some people, is being present. Okay? So, in really accepting every moment as it comes to you. So, I was doing it this morning. I arrived a little bit early to the studio, and I was sitting in the park outside reading my book. And as I was reading, there was this car that drove by and honked really, really loud. And it was just for like half a second. And I was startled by it. And he drove away. And as he drove away, I kept thinking, why would he do that? I'm already not in the now, right? That was already in the past. The honking of the horn happened in the past, right? But what's happening now? Maybe you're stuck in a jam. Maybe you're in the office. Wherever it is, notice what's going on right now. What are you doing? What's happening? What kind of clothes are you wearing? How does your body feel? And something that really helps me to stay present is to always keep a bit of my awareness in my body, right in my solar plexus. How do I feel? And you can fully listen to someone, and you can fully be with whoever you need to be, or be wherever you are now, while still keeping a portion of your awareness in on your body. And this is a very amazing exercise, because even if a situation arises that maybe we resist a little, like something that perhaps makes us a little angry, when you keep your awareness in your body, you naturally separate from your emotions, right? So now suddenly you're not your emotions. Now you're the presence behind the emotions, observing them. And you're not caught up in the reaction with the emotions. You're just, oh, there's this anger, right? And you can watch it without going into reaction. And this is really great with relationships as well, because especially if your spouse comes and is upset about something, and you can keep your presence in your body, you naturally separate and look back, and your presence is on the emotions. You can observe them. And this is a very powerful exercise in conscious creation, because it keeps you present. And we cannot create anything from a space of scatteredness, right? So, do your homework. I'd say do it as often as you can throughout the whole day. We do have a workshop coming up November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It's a conscious creation workshop, and it's really about being in the right space when you enter your creations, right? So there's a lot of meditation. There's a lot of being present exercises, and there's actually a lot of releasing as well to get rid of those blocks to consciously creating whatever it is you want to experience in your life. So if you're interested, give me a call or shoot me an email. My email is jana@wisdom-ink.com. You can email me anytime. And this is Jana Marino on Inspire.fm talking about conscious creation. Have a fantastic day.
Inspire.fm